Now let's look at question 8. A simultaneous equation. Lovely. So we're asked now. So section 8, when we read section 2, we have 3 questions. Question 8, 9, and 10. When we reach them question here now, what we're going to be doing is algebra, relations, functions, and graph. That's for question 8, of course. Question 9, I think, is going to be trigonometry. And question 10 is matrices and vectors. So let's go ahead and do this. So boom. Solve the pair of simultaneous equation. Y squared plus 2y plus 11 equal x, and x equal 5 minus 3y. So we're going to substitute x for this in equation 1, right? So we're going to get y squared plus 2y plus 11, and that's going to be equal to x. But what is x? What is x? X is 5 minus 3y. X is 5 minus 3y. All right, that is x. X is 5 minus 3y. So what we're going to do now is realize we're going to end up with a quadratic. So we need to bring everything over to one side to get a quadratic. So we have y squared plus 2y. We're going to bring over this 3y, and 3y plus 2y give us 5y. Then we're going to bring over this 5 to be 11 minus 5, which is plus 6. And that is equal to 0. So end up with this quadratic here. Once you end up with this quadratic now, we're going to ask ourselves which two number, when we times them, we get 6. A times C is equal to 6. Which two number, when we times them, we get 6. But when we add them, we get 5. That looks like 3 and 2. That has to be 3 and 2. So this equation, what we're end up going to be getting now is y squared plus, instead of writing 5y, we're going to write 2y plus 3y. So rewrite 5y as 2y plus 3y plus 6, and this is equal to 0. All right? So we split the middle term. After we split the middle term, what we're now going to do is we're going to be factorizing. So we factor out y from the first two terms. Y squared divided by y is y, plus 2y divided by y is 2. Plus, we're going to factor out 3 from this now. So we factor out 3 from this, and what we're getting is y plus 2. And that is, of course, equal to 0. All right, that's equal to 0. Now that we've done that, now we're going to just now factor out y plus 2 from both of these terms. Factoring out y plus 2, what we're getting is y plus 2 times y plus 3 equals 0. So getting y plus 2 times y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now when you reach this part now, if y plus 2 times y plus 3 equals 0, there's two possibilities. It's either y plus 2 equals 0 or y plus 3 equals 0. That's one possibility. Or another possibility is y plus 3 equals 0. Now, if y plus 2 equals 0, then y equal negative 2. Y is equal to negative 2. And if y plus 3 equals 0, then y must equal to negative 3. Now we're almost finished. We're almost finished. But we're not done yet. We'll find y, but we're not find x yet. Remember, here is, them say x is 5 minus 3 times y. Nice. So now we can find x. X is going to be, when y is negative 2, it's 5 minus 3 times negative 2. So x is going to be 5 minus 3 times negative 2. That's going to be x. 5 times 3 minus negative 2, which is minus 3 times minus 2 is positive 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. And then over here, so now, when x is negative, when y is negative 3, we have negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. And then 9 plus 5 is 14. 14. So those are the two answers. Nice. So finish now. That's question 8A. So those are the two possible solutions. So the two possible solutions are x equal 14, comma, y equal negative 3, or the next solution is x equal, what was that again? We said x equal 11 when y is negative 2. So those are the possible solutions. Easy, soft. That's part A, done and dusted. Nice. Now let's look at part B now. Part B says, express f of x in the form a in bracket x plus h squared plus k, where a, h, and k are constants to be determined. So we're asked to complete the square. To complete the square, first and foremost, to complete the square, we're going to ask to find h, k, and a. We know what is a. From the function f of x, always write down what's your a, your b, and your c. A is 4, which is a coefficient of x squared. B is negative 8, and your constant is negative 2. So B is negative 8, and your constant C is negative 2. So you have your A, you have your B, you have your C. So now we can go ahead and find H. H is equal to B divided by 2A. That is H. H is B divided by 2A. Since H is B divided by 2A, it's going to be negative 8 over 2 times A, which is 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. And negative 8 over 8 is negative 1. That's your H. Then you can go ahead and find your K using this formula. The formula to find K is 4AC minus B squared over 4A. It's 4AC minus B squared over 4A. That's the formula for finding K. So that's going to be equal to 4AC, we know A, we know C. So it's going to be 4 times A is 4, times C is negative 2, minus B square. So it's minus B square, and B square is negative 8 all square. And then we're dividing it by 4 times A. 4 times A is 4 times 4, which is 16. So what we're getting for K is, let's work this out. 4 times 4 times negative 2 minus negative 8 squared. And we divide that by 16. And so what we're getting is negative 6. So we'll get negative 6. So K is equal to negative 6. Now that we get that K is equal to negative 6, we know what is H, we know what is K, and we know what is A. So now we can rewrite f of x now. And so f of x is equal to A is 4, so it is 4 times x plus h, so it's really x plus h is negative 1, so it's x plus h, x plus minus 1 square plus k, but k is negative 6. Then now it says state the minimum value of f of x. State the minimum value of f of x. The minimum value of f of x is always k. So the minimum value of f of x is k. I like to write min val. So the minimum value of f of x, min val is equal to k. And so the minimum value of f of x is -6. So that's the minimum value of f of x, -6. Now it's asking you for the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is always x equal to minus h. So the axis of symmetry is always x equal to -h. H is what? H is -1. So the axis of symmetry is x equal 1. That's the axis of symmetry, right? That is the axis of symmetry is x equal 1. Easy, easy question. Soft. And then they don't even ask nothing more. They're done. Part C now. Part C now. This topic is really a topic under what is known as kinematics. For students that are going to do additional mathematics, you'll go more in depth in kinematics. But just for now in CSEC, we're looking at the basics. So they said that this is a speed time graph below, not drawn to scale. And it shows the three-stage journey of a car over a period of 40 seconds. All right. And it says, determine the acceleration of the car for each stage of the journey. So the acceleration of the car in journey 1, as we can see, the gradient is positive, and so it has a positive acceleration. In stage 2, we see that he's moving with a constant speed, and so he's no longer accelerating. And in stage 3, we consider what happened is decelerating. All right, so let's look at first. It says stage 2. What's happening in stage 2? The acceleration of the car in stage 2. In stage 2, let's call the acceleration A. The acceleration A is equal to 0. But if you want to show it by working, in stage 2, it's equal to 30. It's equal to y2 minus y1, 12 minus 12 over x2. You're wondering where I get that? I'm taking the gradient between these 2 points in stage 2. So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 over 32 minus 16. And you're going to get that the acceleration is, of course, 0. Now in stage 3, as we can clearly see, he's decelerating. So the acceleration is going to be negative. So it's going to be y2, the acceleration is going to be equal to y2, which is negative. Why start with negative? Sorry. y2, and the y value right here is 0, minus y1. Y value here is 12 over x2. X2 is 40 minus x1. So 40 minus 32. So what we're getting then is negative 12 over 8. So getting negative 12 over 8 is the acceleration. Once acceleration is negative, you know that you're decelerating. So the retardation in this case. So negative 12 over 8, which is negative 1.5. That's the acceleration, negative 1.5 meters per second. Meters per second. So it is meter per second square, sorry, that's acceleration. 0 meters per second square, ms to the minus 2. All right, just to get used to putting on your units. So the acceleration is negative 1.5 meter per second square. So if you want, just to tell them that there is a retardation of 1.5 meter per second square in stage 3. All right, there's actually a retardation in stage 3. Nice and easy, soft. We're almost finished. All right, so we finished this question now. And now we finally got to question 9. So we have 2 more questions on the paper. Finish strong.